It's so simple. Sometimes I think people think I'm gonna like drop a big bomb right now, but I'm not. If you're here, you actually already know what we're gonna tell you because you've experienced it. You just don't know that that's all we do. So it starts with the 3 E's. And this is so fun, you guys. The first E is educate. And if you're here, you were educated at some point about the products and you got to the point where you wanted to enroll, which is the second E. And now you're having an experience, which is the third E. So it really is that simple. And our ways of educating, there are so many different ways, but it can start by just sharing your hope that these products might work for you. If you're really new on your journey, you might think, I need to have my own experience first, and that's okay. But the reality is you don't. When you learn a little bit about how these products work, when you share the hope, what you're hoping these products can do for you with a friend, you'll have friends that want to have that same hope for their own health. And that's all they will need to say, yes, I want to join you on this journey, and I have hope that they might work as well. So sharing your hope is the first way. Yes, that might feel vulnerable, but it's okay. When you're vulnerable, it lets other people open up and say, I want to have that hope. It's kind of a miracle. It's kind of magic. It's fun. The second way is to just send a simple YouTube video. If you go to YouTube and type in Plexus Triplex, you will get a little video. It's like 2 minutes long. You can send that to a friend and say, hey, I'm learning about these products. I'm curious what you think. When I first started, I was genuinely wondering if friends with arthritis had tried this before. So I reached out to some of my friends with arthritis to say, have you tried this? And they were like, no, but I want to. And I was like, oh, okay. I was totally surprised by that. I was not expecting them to want to try it with me. I was expecting them to tell me that they had tried it and it hadn't worked. That's what I thought was going to happen. So the first way, your hope. The second way, send a short video. The third way is to share your experience. Some people do have improvements in the first week or two. Share those little wins. I have more energy. I'm sleeping better. Maybe you're 2 months in and you're like, man, I've been surprised by my cycle. I no longer have PMS, or I've lost 5 pounds. Whatever it is, your experience is a way to educate your friends, because there will be people that say, let me know how it works for you. Okay, love them where they are. And in a couple of months, when you have something new to share with them, tell them what your experience has been. We have the 3 Days of Plexus group, which is a very easy button, but it's not hands-off. You invite people into that group, and then you tag them in the welcome post. You message them and ask them what they thought. You tag them in someone's story that you think they might relate to. It's a very fun tool that we get to use to hear all of these different stories and testimonials coming from all different health issues and ailments. It's really fun to plug people into that. The last way is inviting them to a Zoom meeting, a What is Plexus Zoom meeting. It's really fun. We just get on one of these calls for like 30 minutes and we just talk about the basic products. We answer questions. They get all the information they need, and then they're ready. So we step into the second E, which is enroll. And I encourage you to do this with your sponsor the first time or two, just so that you know how to do it. There are often promo codes. There's different things that we want to make sure that your people get the best deal possible. So if you're doing that with them, or if you're doing it with your sponsor, you're going to make sure to be aware and in the know to give your people the best price. Also, the day that you enroll them, there's 2 things that we do. Well, 3. 1, you tell them to text you the minute their products arrive, because when their products arrive, you want to send them their regimen and help them get going on their products. And then you send them a welcome email and a welcome video. These are things that we will give you that you will just save in your notes. It's super simple and super streamlined, but you give them the email. It has all their information about how to log in, how the subscription works, how to manage perks, all those different things are in that welcome email. And then they get a welcome video from you that kind of just goes over like how to have the best results on their products, kind of like what we talked about today, and some other things. So you send them those 2 things when they place their order, and then they are well on their way. When their products arrive, you send them their regimen text and their first week's video. And then from there, you send them a weekly video. It's called their experience, right? We have videos for 10 weeks. You send them those videos. And then if there's like along the way, if they need to tweak their regimen, meaning they're constipated or maybe they're too loose, and you're like, I don't know how to help them, you can start a 3-way message with your sponsor and they will help them tweak their regimen to get it going right. I'll be honest, in my experience, I've only had maybe 1 in 10 people that have needed tweaking. Most people just start taking the products from our regimen recommendation and they do fine. But there are a handful of times that you'll need to help people tweak their regimen, but you can do that with your sponsor until you kind of understand how they work. And once you understand how they work, then you won't need to have a sponsor help you. You'll just be able to help your people adjust their products to to be working right, to find their happy place, if that makes sense. That is all I have, Chris.
I love it. So you guys, can you see how it's simple? And I'll tell you, we are women who love our families and we love to make a difference. So we've created systems to save you time, save you brain calories, right? Because we can only expend so many in the day. We have the systems here. It's a matter of you putting the lists on your phone and sending what we have. It's very simple, and we are committed to keep it simple for you so that you can nail it and then you can have family time, right? We don't want you a slave to your phone. We don't want you to feel like you have to work every single minute of the day. We don't want you to feel like you have to come up with systems. We've already done all that. You plug in and then you're on your way, okay? All right, so take a breath for just a minute. It's 1:38. For the next little bit, I wanna give you just a couple of takeaways. I wanna help you create a takeaway from this call that can actually serve you in moving forward. So, you've heard this, Sammy so beautifully displayed our systems, like that's done. You know the system is there. We're here to help you. We're gonna help you identify step 1, and then we're gonna hold your hand while you take step 1. And then you're gonna do step 2, like we take it one step at a time, and we're here to help you with that. I want to ask you, what do you want? When you heard everything that Sammy talked about, you heard about what we talked about, the 4 ways to do this. When you think about, now, what do I really want here? You're here, you're on the call, you're listening in. There is some reason why you're here. Is it you need finances? Is it I would love a community of women that empower and that support each other and that love each other? Is it I want to get healthy and I want to cover my costs? What do you really want? I want you to write it down or put it in your phone. But I want you to identify, why are you here? What do you want to create? Okay. And I'll tell you really quick, you guys, 4 years ago, our family was struggling financially. I was doing hair. I loved loving on women and making them feel beautiful. It was like so rewarding for me. I loved it. But I was doing a lot of hair. My husband has a degree and he was working in a job. We were living the American dream, quote unquote. And yet we found ourselves really struggling financially at the end. There was too much month at the end of our money. Can anyone relate with that? Have you ever been there where you're like, I don't know how we're gonna like pay the bills, but I'm working hard and going nowhere. I felt like I was on a hamster wheel. Of course we had joy. We made the very best of our situation and we loved like our life. Life was good. But in the quiet moments in my heart, I was like, is this it? Like, we can't do the things that we want to do because there's just not enough money. How is this? I don't feel like we're spending, but we found ourselves in debt and we found ourselves always looking for ways to cut costs so that we could make it. And 4 years, you guys, 4 years ago, I made a decision to just start sharing and just submit to the process. Within a year, well, I'm going to back up. Within our first month, we were paying for some groceries, and that meant everything to our family. Then within 6 months, we were paying our mortgage, and that was awesome. I thought, oh my gosh, this is crazy. My mortgage is now paid for with something that's outside of what we're currently doing. That was a huge blessing. And then within a year, we were making a 6-figure income where we could truly start to make some decisions. That's when my husband went part-time so that he could work part-time and then do life with us. We have these 4 beautiful kids and we wanted to be with our kids, right? We wanted to do life together. The lifestyle we were living was taking too much time away from the family and from the things that we really wanted to focus on. Within 18 months, we were able to create a multiple 6-figure income that gave us even more choices. And then within 3 years of this opportunity, we hit the top of the company. And we've been able to create abundance that I couldn't even imagine, that's blessed our family and so many other families that we've had the honor of empowering to do this. I don't tell you this to even slightly brag. That is not my personality. I'm telling you this because this is real. And you're here for a reason. Maybe you're listening to this later. Maybe you're doing some laundry. Maybe you're doing your things, right? I want you to know that this is a real opportunity that is so rewarding and totally can change everything for your family, okay? So back to that question, what do you want? What is it for you? I wanna let you know what's available. If you are brand new to Plexus and you share with 10 people, you can make $1,000. 10 people to get a welcome pack, you can make a check with a comma. You guys, that is pretty amazing. Just to give you some perspective, we were able to enroll 15 people in our first week. Okay? You can do this. If you want to make $1,000 to bless your family at this time, 10 people is all it takes. If you are new to sharing, if you've been around for a while and you haven't ever shared, you can make $900 by sharing with 10 people. Okay? You guys, this is a real opportunity that is here for you. And it goes up from there. If you help 300 people, or if you help 3 people, you can make $300. And it ranges between there. And just like Sammy said, it's very simple. We plug into systems, we walk with you to help you make it happen, and you can make it happen. Really quick to end, I just want to talk to you about your first steps, okay? Maybe you're thinking, I like this. What does my first step even look like? Keep it simple. Who would you talk to about a good sale at Target? Who would you be like, oh my gosh, I got this code for 40% off of this thing on Amazon. I want everybody to know about this. Who is that? Write a few names down and just reach out and make it casual. Just like Sammy said, you can keep it super simple and you can let people know what you're doing and they're going to want to learn more about it. So write those names down and reach out to your sponsor and say, how could I reach out? How could I tell these people what I'm doing? What would be the best way? Excuse me for 1 second. I've got a tickle in my throat. Okay, so that would be step 1, is keep it simple. Reach out to those people and be genuine. This is a people business. So the more genuine you can be, the better, because that creates connection, okay? So all you're doing is letting people know that you're excited about this and you want to see if they would watch a quick video about it. That is simply it, you guys. So that's the first thing. And I'll tell you, it's a numbers game. So if you're thinking, I would love to get those 10 people and make that $1,000, awesome. Write down a bigger list of people and just start sharing with them from a genuine place, asking if they're open to watch a video. It's as simple as that. And then they watch the video, and from there, you can plug them into our 3 days of Plexus group. You can talk to your sponsor. You could do a wellness event. We're going to help you identify that next step, but that's how it starts. So you could get off this call and spend 5-10 minutes sending out a quick text, and you could have your 3 people by the end of today. Legitimately, it happens all the time. I helped someone get started yesterday and she's like, oh, and I want my 2 friends too. And we did it all just like that within an hour. It can happen quickly. It's just a matter of taking those easy, simple steps. Okay, so from there, if you want to get the word out to more people, put a post out there. Be you and say, you guys, I'm so excited about these supplements that I've started. It's helped my friend Sammy have more energy, regulate her cycle, and her feet are starting to feel better. She's had soreness and it's starting to feel better. I'm so excited to see what this can do for me. Who wants to try it with me? Who wants to learn about this with me? That is it. It could be this simple post like that. And I'm telling you, people are suffering in silence. So a simple post like that, you put that out there and you're going to have people messaging you saying, I want to learn about this. And remember, we have that triplex video that's a quick snippet that gives people the information. And then from there, they either enroll or they have more questions. And we are here to support in that process. Okay. So you guys, I want to give away something. You've been on here. You've been so awesome. I'm going to give away a $20 Amazon gift card. Preferably someone new. Tell me, what was your biggest takeaway from this call? Did you have an aha moment? Did you have a moment where you were like, oh my gosh, I think I want to pay for groceries? Or maybe it was, I want to create $1,000 this month. Or I'm so excited to get healthy, and these are my 3 things. What was it? Type in the chat, or you can unmute yourself. But if you're new to Plexus, share with me something, your biggest takeaway, and I'm going to send you a $20 Amazon gift card. Do you guys know how to chat on the phone, on the thing here? If you click that little button at the bottom that says chat.
She says, tell me if you just want to get healthy, tell me your 3 things. Tell her your 3 things that you would love to be done with your health. Maybe you want more energy. Maybe you want to lose weight. Maybe you're done dealing with your autoimmune issues. Ooh, Trudy.
Yay, Trudy. Help me personally and cover my product. I love it.
Heard anything else on
That is perfect. So for you to do that, keep taking your products, do all the things that we said. Covering your product is just going to be 3 people this month.
Right,
Okay.
look,
And then moving forward, you're just going to add a couple of people so that you're up to about 8 to 10 people on the products is going to cover your costs. I love it. iPhone says energy, lose weight, make money. How much money? Get specific. You guys, the more specific you get, the more likely you are to create it, because we're powerful creators. Sometimes just putting it out there and saying, how about like $1,000? How about like $300? Whatever that is, name it and claim it. Oh, I love it. She says, Alana says, I want to have more energy and she wants her daughter to get healthy. You signed her up too. Yay! You're already sharing. You can see how simple it is, you guys. Don't make it creepy because it's not. It's beautiful. Keep it simple and that works. iPhone, what's your name? You said 300. I love that. 3 people. That's all you need. So get on the phone, text a couple people. If you talk face-to-face better, do that. Don't be shy, you guys. People need what we have. Absolutely, they need it. And they're looking for solutions. And you have found something that will bless their life. Angela says, energy for sure. I'm excited to see how life feels not feeling exhausted all day. Knuckles to that one. I remember thinking, what would I do with those 3 hours in the afternoon that I'm just like a zombie and like having a nap? Guess what I've done? We've helped a lot of people and created a thriving business. So I've traded naps for thousands of people feeling better and abundance. Isn't that a fun switch? Okay, relieve pain. I love that. iPhone, we want to know who you are so that we can tie the name to the face. Okay, this is so exciting. Tina, I love it. Tina, who's your sponsor? Allie Girl says, lose weight and keep it off finally. More energy and see my family and friends thrive too. Guys, and shout out to Allie. She has totally been the poster child for this. She's like, I don't think I'm selling. I'm like, you're not selling, you're sharing. We don't sell. Are we in sales? Absolutely. I'm not naive enough to say, no, we're not in sales. Yes, we are. But what we do is we get to share. Okay. And that is such a blessing and it reaps rewards. Carol Malone is your sponsor. Tina, we're so happy for you. Carol is an angel. Guys, I'm so happy for all of you. This is going to be amazing. So Trudy, will you please message me, Christy Cook Jex, on Facebook? I will look for your message and I am going to send you a $20 Amazon gift card just for being brave enough to share that. And we want you to know that the things that you shared here, it matters to us. Do you know that? Like, you are part of a community that if you shift into this,
I think it's amazing.
is one of the most, Lisa, I love you. This community is literally a force. How many of you can vouch for that? The community of women that we have and men is a force. I went into this thinking, I don't need more friends, guys. Like, I love you all, but I have enough friends. Holy cow, little did I know, this is a powerful group of women and men that band together and support each other and love each other and cheer each other on, because gosh dang it, in this world right now, we need it more than ever. And best news ever, you're part of it. There's room for you. Your needs, your 3 things, your goals matter to us, 100%. So every single one of you who shared, thank you. Thank you for being vulnerable. Thank you for sharing with us. The more information we have, the better we can support you. So make sure to tell your sponsor those things that you told us so that they can match you with that support that's going to enable this partnership to actually move the needle. With that being said, you guys, I just want to leave you with, have faith in this process. Be willing to be a little bit uncomfortable. I'll tell you, when you take a baby step in faith, and you might be a little nervous, right? We call it sweat tacos when your armpits are kind of tingly because you're like, ooh, this is uncomfortable. Lean in. That is growth. And it's also impact. We're here to make an impact on women, on men, on women, on men, on marriages, on families. That's what we're all about here. And we do it by helping people feel better first. When people feel better, they show up differently. Have you noticed that? So we start with first things first. Let's start with your health. Let's help you start working with your body to feel better. And then guess what? You're going to have choices. You're going to be able to choose how you spend your energy. And then we can create abundance that gives you more choices. And you are part of this. So have faith in it. Know that you're loved. You matter. Thank you for taking the time today. And we are so excited to partner with you to create the best health of your life and also help you reach the goals that you have. You can do it. We can do it. And let's just take that first step. Thanks, you guys. Create a beautiful day. We love you. Mwah. Bye.